says I want a pet cow.
I used to have a pet cow when I worked on the farm. 37.
Mr. Frilly says, can I have the milk?
You can have the milk. Right, I need to find this parcel. I think it's in the back still. Has your parcel turned up yet, Mr. Frilly?
Matty Bessie says fluffy cow. Brightly underbar 68 says what was the cow's name? Mr. Frilly says no updates whatsoever. Veg Up Dog says rabbit was caught by Philip in my house. Says Count Dracula.
Do you know what, Duck Dog? I am with you. Rabbit stew is absolutely fantastic. I made rabbit stew a couple of years ago on stream, and I fucked it up right at the last moment. I made dumplings for it, but the suet that I used for the dumplings was about 2 years out of date. And do you know, people talk about rancid fat. I've never really encountered rancid fat, but I definitely think that after making dumplings out of the 2 year out of date suet, I think I know what rancid fat is. Oh, it was. Do you know what, Matt, right? I think I've clicked the highlight because the stew tasted so good up until a point. It was the most tastiest stew that I've ever had. I was tasting it and it was out of this world, right? And I made the dumplings, I put them in, and then Rachel said to me, she said, what's that horrible smell? And I'm like, oh, it can't be a horrible smell. The stew's absolutely delicious. And then I went into the kitchen and I could smell it, and it was just like, oh, it was horrible. Duck Dog, it was one of my failures in the cooking. One of my failures in the cooking. But yeah, I'm going to actually track down, I'm going to go to a butcher's and grab another rabbit, and I'll make rabbit stew this week, I think, or maybe next week.
Matty Bessie says along with the oat cakes.
Along with the oatcakes, yeah, you lot are never going to forget about the oatcakes, are you? I mean, oh, I should have just ended the stream as soon as I realised what was going on. Because I know you guys well. You hang on to this stuff, don't you? DJ's failures. I bet none of you can remember. I bet none of you can remember the successes we've had on the stream. You know, the grand, the magnificent. It's always the oatcakes that keep rearing its ugly head. But I'll tell you what, you guys are going to have to remember. Maybe I'm speaking a little bit too soon. I was going to say the scary fairy. You're going to remember the scary... 37. I think I've got to go back.
Mr. Frilly says we had successes.
We have had successes, that is correct. We have had successes. That should be...
Underbar 68 says I will never forget DJ the Gold Man and the wonderful trip to London.
Oh, do you know what, Brindy? I really loved that day out. And one of the things...
says I love the Golden Man.
One of the things that makes me really quite sad about the Golden Day, or the Golden Man Day, is Slammed or Fun was a big part of the stream. He was a big part of that day, and I do miss Slammed or Fun. So yeah, I do love the Goldman Day, but one of the things that I remember a lot about that day is Slamdor Fun being in the stream, and yeah, no, it's yeah, it is sad.
Nutty Bethesda says, where did he go? Brightly underbar 68 says, all the Slamdor Fun purple heart. Mr. Frilly says he passed away. Nutty Bethesda says, oh no. Brightly underbar 68 says, must get to work. Have a lovely day, DJ and chat.
Oh, Slamdor, he passed away.
Bethesda says that's awful.
He wasn't much older than me. We talked a lot actually on Discord, and we were going to meet up, and we just never got to. We never got to that point, which it is just really sad. And I do you know what? I still do miss Slamdor. Some of his streams that he did in the morning were really quite. I love Slamdor streams really. But no, I hope wherever he is, he's doing like train spotting and all the fun stuff that he really liked doing. So, yeah, there you go. That's yeah. But no, I did like the Goldman in London Day. That was a really epic day. It was.
Bethesda says he was a regular.
He was a regular, you know, he was a really good friend, and, you know, I loved his knowledge on trains, and just, he was a real character, Slamdor. A real character. Okay, Ferring Close we're off to next. Oh, they've painted some double yellow lines down here. These are all new. Oh, wow.